This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Oh my God, Betsy.
Dude.
We
Marcy.
are so lucky. We have a fucking amazing guest today.
Yes. One of our good friends.
Oh, she's the most
Known for years.
Oh, just so fun.
Decades.
Not me for decades, but close to a decade.
Close to a decade. Hey,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
And this is an exciting time because she has a new podcast that will be premiering in a week or more. It's still TBD.
We don't know.
And she is the co-host of the podcast Screen Timers. Welcome to the show, Holly Prazoff.
Hello, yay! A week or two, who knows?
A week or two or more.
I think you're gonna get it next week. I have a
do
feeling,
too.
guys. Yeah.
I'm gonna get it, guys.
Yeah.
You're
God,
gonna
I
make
hope
it
you
happen.
get it. I hope you get it. Holly, thank you so much for taking time to come hang with us.
Oh my God, thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked you're here. And we're going to talk spooky stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
a dream.
So tell us about your new podcast, Screen Timers.
Okay, so Screen Timers is hosted by me, Holly Prazoff, and Matt Kowalik, and we're both parents. And basically, we have parents of children on the show, and we talk to them about what their vibe on screen time is.
Whoa.
But also, we talk about a specific show their kid is super into, and we really dissect that television show. And
That's awesome.
yeah, and it's like it's all it's mainly comedians we're having on here. We've done an episode about Blippi. Yeah, we've had Alan McLeod has come on. He's talking about Minecraft, something I didn't know about, and it's not a TV show. So what's he doing?
What the F? He's
He's a
walking
video
around
game.
and making
Yeah.
stuff up.
But it was good for us to know because our kids are just about to get into like the video game world, and
Yes.
we know about it now.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I work for Holly's life partner.
Yes,
Husband.
I was like, how long do we take for me to come up as the boss's wife?
He made me have her on. I'm actually at work and just left the room without telling him. But
Yeah.
all to say is that I hear about Sally and what Sally is watching and what she's currently into. And it's honestly an important part of my work week.
What is she into?
It's weird. Currently, she is into Godzilla with no reference.
Funny.
Like never seen a Godzilla anything. She's asking for like a Godzilla themed birthday party.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is awesome. And it is so like, where'd you get this from?
No idea. So it's like she's just started kindergarten and she is really like, I have a few friends, but like they like unicorns and like I don't like that. I like Godzilla. And I'm kind of like, okay, dude.
Whatever, dude.
Okay.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I want to know where it's from because like I saw another parent today and they were like, oh yeah, we're watching all this Godzilla stuff and all this. And I'm like, we're not watching anything. We're just pulling it out of the air.
I think it's great. You don't have to yet watch it. Like you can hold off and then it kind of extends her excitement.
So she has a friend, very cute kid, a year younger than her at school, named Georgie. And like Sally is very into Taylor Swift. So brought like a Taylor Swift book into school. And Georgie went home to her parents and was like, I'm into Taylor Swift. I need the book. And like her parents are like, like it's not a book, like it's like music, like she's music. And like Georgie was like, no, she's a book.
She's a book.
And then it was like,
she is booked.
yeah, so basically then her mom was like, okay, well then explain this, and like put Taylor Swift on, and she was like, her whole mind was blown.
She can do it all. She can do book and music.
It's crazy. And so then we're like, I was hanging out with her dad, and I was like, yeah, now Sally's into Godzilla. And he was like, that makes sense. Because Georgie just asked me the other day where Godzilla lives. Like, my kid is influencing this kid so hard. And like, her dad was like, the Pacific Rim? I'm pretty sure it's Pacific Rim.
That is so funny.
So yeah, she'll get
Rim.
Yeah. Like, we don't know. I don't know anything about Godzilla at all.
You're gonna learn.
I hope not.
Also, I feel like now that I'm thinking of it, Godzilla does feel maybe a bit older than Sally should be watching.
Yeah, like I
it's
don't
a
even know what to
monster
show
movie.
her. Like, what do I show her that is? I don't know. She wants to be Godzilla for Halloween. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's great. I think she should be Godzilla for Halloween.
That's pretty.
Yeah, well, then
cute.
you come over and make the costume, okay?
Oh, it's gonna be bad.
We're
but
on
I'll
it.
do
Yeah,
it.
get ready. It's not gonna look like Godzilla.
Okay. Truth be told, it is a Stegosaurus costume.
Yes. No, I like Googled easy Godzilla costume and nothing comes up because they're not that's a real project I'm going to be getting into.
You better start. It's almost September.
Listen, this is where you guys find out I hate Halloween and I hate ghosts.
No.
And podcast
Sabotage.
completed.
Sabotage.
Look, but you probably hate it because you're too scared of all the experiences you had, right?
There we go.
I guess so. I'm scared.
Well,
I get scared. I don't
well,
want to
we'll
be. I'm scared enough.
We're going to ask you the question. We're going to jump
great.
in then. We're going to
Great,
ask you the
yes.
question we always ask, which is what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Okay, are we grouping aliens into paranormal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I believe in aliens, and like for some reason as a kid I was like terrified of the idea of aliens. Like,
Yes.
that was a big thing. Like, a lot of like scared to look out a window at night and like very scared of aliens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ghosts, I don't care for. I guess that, so because of that, I would say I must believe in them if I don't care for them.
Like, what do you
I
mean you
like
don't
that.
care for them? You don't want to think they're here about them?
Yeah, I don't, if they do exist, and they probably do, I just don't want to be
Stay
involved.
away.
Exactly.
Stay away
I'm
from
doing enough.
Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta make Godzilla costumes. You don't have time for ghosts.
I'm
to
so
do that.
busy. But like, yeah, I think I believe in the paranormal. I think, like I told you, Marcy, like it's hard for me because my parents are super hippie dippy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird when it's all introduced to you via your parents.
Right.
Right.
Then you're like, that sucks. I'm not into it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
totally. I'm like, you guys think this? I don't want to think that.
That's the thing. Like, it's weird. Like, if I fully followed that line of thinking, I should be like super like conservative and like, you know what I mean? Like, because they
Yeah.
really did. Like, I spent childhoods, like one weekend we drove to a place called Lilydale, New York,
Yes.
Yes.
which is like the medium village, like, so where the psychics go to summer.
Yes.
And like, I've gotten several readings there. Like, they do a thing where it's like every day at noon you go to like the middle of the woods and there's all these tree stumps and you sit and like a medium comes in and does like a reading of people in like that are sitting around.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, like it'll be like, does the name Mavis mean anything to anyone? Is like a lot of that vibe.
And you're like, Mavis Beacon? Yeah, she taught me how to type.
Yeah. Oh my God. Remember that?
So
Marcy. Nice pull.
wow,
dude.
yeah. And you would have been able to stand up and been like, me. Like, I went to a bunch of them because like my mom was all like, you got to get the free reading, but it's like they're not calling anything for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never was selected. So it's
Did
like,
they call stuff for your parents?
no, we never like, there was always like 50 people. So it's like,
Yes.
you know, and it's like a lot of, does a J name mean anything? Like, it does.
Joe. Oh my God.
My husband's name. But it's like, I do believe it, but when you're sitting on a bunch of tree stumps with a bunch of people, you're like, is this a thing, guys? Like, I'm not sure.
And did it feel a little like going to church kind of boring?
Well, I think there's a difference. Like, you're like, am I next? Will they see someone for me next?
Yes.
Like, so as far as all that, like, I once had my like astrological chart like read, and that I was like, okay, this seems like it's based in something.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, is
Not
it?
just
But
kind of literally pulling out of the air.
yes, and like I was like, okay, so it's like, yes, I believe that. Psychic readings, Lilydale. It was a beautiful little town.
Yes, I've been there. Yeah.
Oh, you have? It's beautiful.
So cool. And I did one of the big group readings in the auditorium.
Okay.
And it was funny because I was like, they were doing like a cold reading for the audience and then kept saying things that I thought was about my grandmother. But my friend beside me was like, that's for me. That's for me. Yep, that's for me.
That's
And then
when
as it went on, though, she goes, no, that doesn't make sense. I was like, because it was for me.
I love that so much.
or are they just pulling out stuff that could be for everyone?
Could be. 'Cause
Right.
That's part of it. Yeah.
Like I have like this it disappoints me in a way that I am very like, is it? Because of how it was like, my parents were super into it.
And what got them into it? Like, how did that come about?
I mean, my parents, like, I spent my childhood at yoga ashrams. Like, my parents have a guru. Like, my parents were like trying to give me macrobiotic food, vegan food, like 35 years ago.
Wow.
Like, my mom made kombucha 35 years ago in our basement.
Oh.
So,
Probably
like,
blew up things left and right.
no, I was like, when it came finally into fashion and people were like, oh my God, kombucha, I was like, it's a slimy, nasty mushroom like that you keep in a basement. Like, I'm good.
Ew. Yeah.
so
I
gross.
don't need to swallow chunks when I'm drinking.
It's
Ew.
literally mushroom juice. Like, no, dude.
Yeah.
Like, my parents, it was made for a very interesting childhood. Like, I guess
Yeah.
I think I twice saw something called a psychic surgeon.
What the fuck is
What's
that?
that?
Okay, so like, this is one of my weirder stories that you would maybe be like, her parents, like, what's up? Like, there's two things that I can talk about that are that. But like, a psychic surgeon is supposed to be like a man or woman who can like go into your body with their hands and like pull out things that are bad.
Whoa. You remember Man on the Moon, the Jim Carrey movie about Andy
Yes.
Kaufman?
Yes.
Yes.
Like when he's like got cancer or whatever, and he goes somewhere and
Must be to a
somebody,
psychic
like,
surgeon, yes.
does that?
So like, here are the weird layers. I lived in Toronto. It was in Buffalo. So we had to like cross the border to get there.
Yes.
And we were all staying in a hotel, but like,
How do you, when you have to cross the border, how do you explain that to them when they ask what the reason for your visit is?
you don't. You lie. You're like, we're going to see family. And so once we were in the hotel, they would gather you in a hotel room and be like, you tell anyone who asks that you are here for this family, like, counseling, like, it's like like it's not a thing. Like, they gave us like fake brochures to leave around our hotel room. Like, it's a conference that you had to leave. Yes.
This is so weird.
And then you would get your turn. And this is even weirder. I think I was 12 and my parents did not come. I went with my mom's friend. I went with my mom's friend. And you would get called into the room, and like, I remember just like closing my eyes and being like, because I was sick as a kid. I should also fill that in. Like,
Oh, yes.
I had Crohn's. My parents were like
Right.
desperate to try and figure out different things to do. So it's like, I understand where it was all
Yes.
coming from. But you would lie on like kind of like a massage table in a hotel room, and like, I would close my eyes, and then I don't know, was it anything? Was it anything?
Right. Did you feel better afterwards?
all I remember is like I was like 12, and they were like, if
Yeah.
you really want to feel better, you need to stop eating sugar. And I was like, no.
Yeah, I'm 12.
And
No
I'm like,
way.
absolutely not. I was visiting the U.S. and like all that I would do when I would go here was like the snacks and treats and sugar and
Yes.
everything that we didn't have in Canada. So I was like, no. So like, I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Like, I'm also
Have
like
you
12.
had Sour Patch Kids? 'Cause no way, man.
Like, I think I was like buying like, I don't know, some sort of like strawberry kiwi flavored juice and just like chugging it.
Snapple.
It was like it's something at the time that I was just like,
Snapple?
oh
Yes.
God, it was so good.
It was so good. And now if I had like 3 or like 1/3 of one, I would be on the toilet for days.
No, I would just be like, ooh, like it's just like so sweet.
I was telling someone last night that I went to the county fair and bought like a big tub of cotton candy and was like, oh, it only has like 71 calories in this whole tub.
Yeah.
I ate the whole thing on the way home. Truly, I've never
How'd you
felt
feel?
my insides immediately evacuated themselves. And I'm lucky I made it home from Pomona.
Dude, that's a drive, man.
But it's worth it.
It's worth
It's
it.
worth it.
It's so worth it. I used to work at a small like amusement park in Canada, and the first job I had there, like you would move around, was cotton candy, and it
You
used to
spun
just
it?
Cool.
I would get so much stuck in my arm hair, like because I have kind of hairy arms that like I would come home and it would just be like encased on all the arms of my hair of my arms, and I'd be like, you know, and you're kind of like, do I lick it off? Like, what do I do
Yeah.
here?
That's
but
so funny.
the only other weird thing that my mom once made me do is that she befriended a healer. And her thing is that she would heal you at night while you slept. And she would make a sort of triangle, like almost like, I don't know how to describe it. Like she would make a triangle of dental floss above your bed. So to kind of, something about the energy, like it was like almost
Okay.
like, yeah. And then she would watch you while you slept all night.
She'd just stay up in your room?
That was something my mom thought was a normal thing to have done to her family and to herself.
Oh,
Did
So
this woman get paid to do it?
I'm assuming,
yeah.
what was I doing? Trying to sleep.
And how
I
could
bet.
you?
Yeah, there was like a woman sitting at my bedside, sitting underneath dental floss.
That is so wild. I
Like-
wouldn't have been able to sleep one bit.
That is so weird. Do
It
you
is.
talk about this in therapy?
Of course, of course. And like, I'm sure if I asked my mom about it now, she would have just been like, well, you got to try it, right? And you're just like, I
Yeah.
guess. I'm like, who knows? Maybe if I hadn't done this, I would have been like some sort of monstrously sick, evil person.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe
there is
I owe
something
my
where it's
whole
like,
life
maybe
to
it worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna start like putting dental floss above Sally's bed and stuff.
Like, anyways, so am I a believer? Yes, but like, I also am not going to let let a woman watch my child sleep under.
Well, I think
Right.
there's an
Yeah.
ocean of
Yeah, you-
difference
yes.
between that.
Do you believe in the paranormal and a woman sitting beside you while you sleep? Yeah, I would agree.
And mild child endangerment.
What was she doing?
I don't. That is so weird.
She
I
didn't
don't
even have a
know.
smartphone. She was just sitting.
It was before smartphones.
I
What was
know.
this lady doing?
Whoa, especially just sitting in the dark.
She was
Watching?
sleeping. She was
She
sleeping.
was snoozing. She was
It's
snoozing.
so weird.
That is
I just
so
remember
strange.
like being like, go to sleep, dude. Like, don't ask questions, just go to sleep. I feel like my whole childhood, I was like, don't ask questions,
ask questions.
go to sleep.
Just keep it moving.
Oh my God. Did your parents do you remember if they had like experiences and stuff and like
Like that was the thing. I feel like experiences were kind of encouraged in my family. So that's why I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I remember I was very sick as a kid, and I remember like seeing spirits like when I was very sick sitting at the end of my bed.
Well, tell us about that explicitly.
Like I remember like I was kind of like I got very, very ill when I was like about 10. And so like I remember there being a spirit, and I remember telling my mom about it. And I wasn't afraid. It felt very safe. But like it's also hard to know because like in retrospect, my mom was like, tell me more. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like very encouraged to see things.
Yeah.
So
Right.
like now in my adult years, I'm like, was I seeing things, or did I just want to talk to my mom about
attention or
something? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But do you have a memory now of what it was, or do you just remember talking about it?
No, I remember it. I do think I did see it, and like I felt very protected at the time.
yeah.
And it was just like, what kind of, was it like a human
It
voice?
was a human like woman, I think, sitting at the edge of my bed.
Like looking at you or sitting away from you?
I think looking at me. I mean, am I mistaking it with the woman who was watching me sleep?
I just thought that.
I was just like, as soon as he started
Okay.
describing, I was like, wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Maybe it's
no,
the
there
lady
was no
hired to
dental
sit and
floss. There was
watch
no
you.
dental floss. So we know it's not her.
It's not her. It's not her.
Like I kind of remember her like sitting on my bed, looking away from me, looking over at me, and I felt very comforted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But it's like, was I delirious? Was I near death? Was it death? Was death like, you're not worth it, not today. You know what
Not
I mean?
today,
And I'm
not
busy and you
today.
seem low priority.
Yeah, also it's like that dental floss is really keeping us at bay. So we'd love to kill you, but we can't because of the floss.
So like I do like if I like want to be like I'm like a tunnel believer in the sense like I want to believe in a nice spirit. I want to believe in like
Yes.
unicorns and rainbows, but like I do not like being scared. I don't like scary movies. I don't want to be scared.
Yeah. Get that evil out of there.
That's the thing. I don't want evil.
Right.
No.
I feel like I do remember like a very positive presence. Like there wasn't more to the story than just like the positive presence, but like I remember my mom being very excited if I ever was like dreamed about anything to do with like the yoga ashram or like a snake biting me in the head. My mom was like, "What? Oh, that's so good. That's good." And you're like,
A snake biting me is good? You're going to have to explain it, mama.
like, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like
Yes.
that was very much encouraged in my house, where I feel like in other people's houses, maybe they didn't want you to talk about weird shit, you know?
Right. Right.
Well,
Where
that's
it is
how I
like,
imagine other people's houses of like,
shut it down.
yeah,
I mean,
You
exactly.
saw a lady sitting on the end of her bed? No. That's just,
No.
you're sick.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. And we didn't pay for her to be there.
Go
Yeah.
there.
So I like the idea of ghosts. I like the
Yeah.
idea of feeling protected, but I feel like I was very much forced into like the supernatural worlds.
Yeah.
Right. Which is, like we were kind of saying, it's very easy to then be like, nah. When your parents are pushing it on you, it's so easy to be like, I don't want to do that. I don't
Yeah.
want to believe this. Like, no.
Like
And then go
we
ahead.
would drive 10 hours to upstate New York and like then sit through like a 5-hour meditation
Yeah.
like thing at the yoga ashram.
That would drive me nuts.
Yeah,
What
and
do you
I was
think-
like, go to sleep. Like I would just bring a pillow and be like,
What were they
I
seeking?
meditated so hard, dude.
I think my parents were like seekers in the sense that they wanted like something more, especially like traditional religion. Like my mom was
Yeah.
Protestant and my dad was Jewish, and it was like very much like from the get go, they're not supposed to be married. Everyone was upset about it.
Wow.
So I think they were just like looking and searching for something more.
Like a spiritual middle ground, sort of.
Yes. And I think they found it, but like, was it a cult? We don't know.
We don't know.
Wait, were they in a cult, Holly?
I mean, here's the real, like, there's degrees of cults.
Okay.
Yeah.
We would go to this yoga ashram all the time.
Okay.
And like, I remember after Wild Country came out,
Yes.
like somebody wrote like a op-ed or whatever for like Huffington Post, or like someone wrote like a piece for Huffington Post that was like, watching that was very triggering for me because I realized I was in a cult, and like I was like, oh, I'm going to read this, and I read through it, and it was like where my parents used to go.
Whoa.
Oh.
So this is like during the like I think right before the pandemic, I had this like, was it a cult? And so like I was lucky because I weirdly reconnected with somebody here in LA in the comedy scene that also grew up at the same ashram and was like way more involved. Like
Really?
his parents got married in a group ceremony.
Whoa.
So I like immediately texted him and was like, is it a cult? And he was like, it's nuanced, but probably yes.
Wow.
But like, I kind of laugh at the idea of being like, we were in the cult, but like, we weren't the people they really cared about. We were like, you know what I mean? Because we came like a couple weekends a year.
Oh, I was going to say, you didn't
Yeah.
like live there. You just.
No, like he lived there. So it's like, it is funny that like we weren't even kind of good enough to really be in the cult.
You were part-timers in the cult.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And like, so I don't think anything like cult is like, it's a hard word. Like they would ask for money. I mean, churches ask for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think the weird part that people kind of go like, huh, is that like, we would stay in family rooms until I was 12. And when I was 12, they were like, like a father and a daughter cannot stay in the same room anymore.
Oh, well, why'd that room come into play? I mean,
So-
that rule.
Like a little weird. And so then
know.
your choices would be to stay in an 8-person dorm or a 200-person dorm.
Can't be
I'll do
safer.
200, please.
200 is better.
Please.
200
This
is actually better.
wild.
Why?
Is it?
Because in an 8-person, don't forget, everyone's getting up at 3:30 to start their
Wait,
prayer
I-
ceremonies.
I did forget because you didn't tell us.
Everyone be getting up at 3:30.
What?
So when it's 8 people, you know it's the woman beside you, and you're like, go back to bed. Like it's like you know who it is. Whereas in a 200-person dorm, it's more of like an ambient noise of alarms going off, as opposed to like the person next to you.
This is wild, Holly.
In the thing that you read, what were some of the more accusations of cult-like behavior? Like, what was the bad stuff that you maybe got to miss out on because you were only there on the weekends?
So there
You were
was
you were like the National Guard cult.
exactly.
yeah.
Like, okay, so there currently is a female guru, and we joined there as a female guru. So before her, there was a male guru, and there were some sort of like cover-ups. Was he inappropriate with women?
Right. Yeah.
So that is sort of one thing. And like ultimately, like they bought up a bunch of hotels in sort of upstate New York. And a lot of the people in the community that lived around there were upset because like they weren't paying taxes. So it's like there is a question of like a lot of money was coming in.
Right.
Where was all the money going?
Yep.
Right.
So I think that it's like like nobody was killed or nobody was drinking Kool-Aid or like, do you know what I mean? Like it was
Right.
very light cult behavior,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but like a cult, I guess a cult.
If they're controlling like what time you like when you sleep and possibly what you eat, then that's like one of the big like telltale signs of cult behavior because it's like a part of brainwashing, right?
Yes, that you're like sleep deprived. But listen, you don't have to get up at 3:30.
But if you're in a room of 200 people and they're all getting up, it's probably pretty likely you're not sleeping great.
Well, that's the thing. And like the food was actually very delicious and they weren't controlling that or being weird
Okay.
about that. I think it was
Okay.
just like, it is this weird thing where it was kind of like from India and like had a lot of like, it wasn't a religion, but it had like a lot of like, you know, sacred texts from
Yes.
India and a lot of like ideology from India.
Yes.
Kind of repurposed and repackaged specifically for upper middle class rich white people. So like it was just, and like look, it wasn't even expensive to stay there. I think it was like $40 a night to stay there.
Wow.
So it wasn't like they were taking your money that way, but there was a lot of money that they were asking for donations and stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
That sort of made it questionable.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow,
sounds
dude.
definitely strange to me.
Yeah.
I mean, but
And
like,
people
is it
live there full time? How did they go to
full-time?
school?
I mean, some kids went to school in the neighborhood, like outside of the
Okay.
ashram ground. So like
Okay.
that's the thing. Like, I think ultimately, like, there is some sort of like, when I talk to my friend who's here, who also like spent a lot more time there, I think
Yeah.
ultimately there's like a sadness because it's like, he was like, I would have liked to have gone to Disneyland or Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
But I would also point out that's a cult.
Uh-huh.
Unpack for me.
Those Nightmare Before Christmas fans, that's a cult.
I mean,
You know what I
Disney-
mean? Like,
yeah.
Disney is a bit of a cult
Yeah.
and they want your money.
They
Yeah.
want it, and they take it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
they
it's like,
take it.
you know, I'm kind of the opinion everything is a cult in kind of in a weird way. And it's like, my aunt was also in a cult,
A different one?
a different cult. I feel like
Really?
different cult. Her cult was to me a little bit more
Culty?
like, yes.
okay.
'Cause, like,
Cultivated.
Cultivated.
like they all moved from Toronto to Marin to be
Okay.
together in the cult.
Wow.
And there was like a lady who led it, and her whole thing is like, we're gonna live forever.
Oh,
And yep. So surprise, surprise, that woman, she dead now. So I think that was like, that's always the problem. You can't, I think when I start my cult, I just don't even bring up
You
death.
will not bring up immortality.
No.
well, you don't want to overpromise.
No, that's the thing. Because you're, sorry, you're gonna die.
That's the thing.
So her cult was kind of like an 80s psychotherapy cult.
Wow.
Where you would pay to be there. And part of the vibe was that they would all kind of go around and tell each other like what they really thought of you so that you could like burn off your karma and like, become this ultimate human.
Oh, I'd be so good at that.
No, not when
You'd
when
be
it came
so
to you.
good.
Oh no, I'd run out the room.
Yeah,
but
that's
I'd
when you'd be like,
yeah, I think I
have
have
to
to
go to the bathroom
Marcy,
right
your
now.
turn. No.
Like, so it was like a lot of like, yeah, and it was like, I know like for a fact, like my aunt's very best friend who was also in the cult was gay, and like then one day they were like, we don't believe in gay, and then he was like, oh yeah, I'm not gay. And it was like kind of like, to me that seems more like concrete cult activity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like 200-person dorm room is weird, and like a lot of ashrams in India, I'm assuming, are like that. To me, it was just what we were kind of involved with was kind of like this like weird way to like take advantage of people who like want kind of this like packaged spirituality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are searching, because that's so much of it is just so many vulnerable people out there looking for anything
Yeah.
to bring them some like hope and joy, and then a lot of people being like, oh, okay, I'll make money off of this.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah, so it's
And
like,
give people a community and
that's I think that's all people really want. Like my aunt
yeah.
just moved here, so like she's kind of not as involved in the cult as she was. They went through a weird phase also.
Wait, the
about-
woman dying didn't turn her
No.
off?
No.
Okay. She was like, that was a mistake.
Whoops.
And everyone can make a mistake.
We're humans,
So, yeah, they also went through this weird thing where like they were using dance as kind of a way to like, I don't even know what they were doing. All I know is my mom flew to San Francisco to watch, like, keep in mind, my aunt is 55 and my mom is like 50 probably at this point, and like flew to San Francisco to see her big dance show. And like, I remember they danced to Everybody by the Backstreet Boys.
Oh my God.
As
Fantastic.
part of the cult?
Yeah, like I guess the woman before she died had a boyfriend, and they were like, let's put on a big dance show, and like the more you paid, the more numbers of the dance show you were in.
Oh my God, pay to play, dude.
Exactly.
Pay to play.
And somehow that led you closer to like enlightenment or what? Like,
It's all a
Sure,
mystery
yeah, sure. That
to
sounds
me.
good. That sounds
yeah,
good.
yeah. Everybody
Just
by the
give us
Backstreet
some money
Boys.
if you want to dance.
Everybody.
I want to
Yeah.
see this
We
dance
had a video
recital.
of it for a while. Because I remember when I was in my 20s, we all watched it.
Yes.
And they did this really cool move where they all got in a circle and they had like everybody was like standing in facing a circle, hands on each other's shoulders, and then they moved around really quickly so that like every other person's legs flew out.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So we watched it. We were drunk at a party and we watched it and we were all like, we gotta go do that. Like we gotta do that, dude. And we did.
Cool.
It was fun.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
I bet it does make you feel almost like high doing that kind of stuff. Like it's why like charismatic dance is part of religion. It's like that's what full gospel, like there are some religions and stuff, maybe not full gospel, but like some of those religions where they start like yeah, like they're channeling, they're speaking in tongues, they're dancing, they're
Yeah.
moving the whole time. So like
Yes.
that tracks.
Yeah.
So my family is just so normal and it's like boring, normal.
Boring.
Snooze.
Where did the UFOs come into this? Or like, is that a thing that like you said you were afraid of them or that you...
When I found out about them, I was like, oh, damn, that's
Yeah.
like, they're coming to get me.
Also, I feel like up in Canada, like you're way more susceptible to like aliens up there.
Big time.
There's too much room, like, you know.
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere. No, I mean, I would argue that Canadians are aliens.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You said it. You
Yeah,
said it.
ketchup
And I
chips,
can
too
say it.
freaky and otherworldly.
No, I think also like I grew up sort of more north, so I'm like, it was like weird, like, you know, it would stay light, like for like,
Yeah.
you know, closer to like where like when, was it you? Like, I feel like you went to Alaska, didn't you,
Yeah.
Betsy?
No, I did.
Oh, yeah,
You
we
did?
both
Oh, you did
done.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like the weird, like everything feels like weird and supernatural and weird when like the light,
Yes.
it's like light longer than it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I don't know what, like the two things that stood out to me is like I was very afraid of UFOs and aliens. And then I once watched an unsolved mystery
I was gonna
about
say.
ghosts
Oh.
when I was like maybe 12 or 13 and I slept with the lights on for like weeks.
Unsolved Mysteries made me so scared of aliens.
It's the
Because there was like
scariest
one
show in the
story
world.
where like a mom and her two kids or something, they were driving and then saw a UFO and then it like a big light flashed on them and then disappeared and then they all got crazy sick from it. And I remember just being
Wow.
like, oh my God,
I
I can
remember-
never
yeah.
go. I'm so scared of aliens.
So this is where my Crohn's came from, you think?
Dude,
Yeah.
They
Aliens.
gave you Crohn's.
Well, it's so rude on them. I absolutely
dare
have done
they?
nothing to them.
Oh,
They put something in
Isn't
you.
that
Yeah.
enough?
Man, that's not what I want.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
Unsolved
like.
Mysteries really was a
Oh.
good one to be like, here, we're going to mess you up for a while.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, something about it was like, I feel like if I went back and watched it now, it was like a family that like just had like ghosts in their house. But like it hit me so hard.
You're like,
It's
I don't want that.
scary.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I like to be in control, and the idea of ghosts, it's scary.
This house you're in right now, not haunted?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
get a vibe of haunted from this house.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't get like okay, so I feel like I was like, I guess I can talk about ghosts. My parents, after all of this, moved to Hawaii and opened up a care home for the elderly.
Oh, wow.
So it was like they had like a big house, like an 9-bedroom house in Hawaii.
Yes.
And they would have like up to like 5 like elderly women living with them at a time. And it was very sweet and nice. And like it was fun to go because like you go and play solitaire and like it was great.
Oh, yeah.
I think the first time Joe came, the woman down the hall was sick. And my mom, like, it was not like, you know, in elderly care, there's like levels. So like
Yes.
you had to still be able to like walk and
Yeah.
like move around in order to stay. Like it was like a level 1 or level 2 place.
Okay.
So there was a lady that was like a kind of getting older, and like Virginia was her name, and they were talking about moving her to like a place where she could get more care.
Okay.
And she kept saying to my mom, I want to go here. And my mom kept going, don't you dare, Virginia. This is not the place. You don't go here. Like, this is not where you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, she wanted to pass there. Okay.
Yes. And like, I think Joe, it was his first time coming to my parents' house. And
Like when you were dating or?
Just dating and like meeting everybody. And it was like he came to Hawaii. And like our first night there, we were kind of like on one like long hallway of the house where it was just us and Virginia. And she died that first night.
Oh, man.
Now, he strikes me as someone that might be deeply affected by that and ghost and everything.
Here's the deal. My parents made like a very beautiful zone for the old people, and they all loved it.
Yeah.
We felt nothing. We were watching Game of Thrones or something when it happened.
Okay.
And by the time we were up, the body was gone.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Like the coroners came like right first thing in the morning, right before we woke up. So my dad, like when we woke up, my dad was like, so Virginia did pass, but she's gone already. But like that was kind of what, honestly, it didn't feel like anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that I think was kind of, I was like a weirdly relieved.
Yes.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she did not enter me, is what I'm saying. You know, I was like, right. Like, so in a weird way, like I kind of was like, that's beautiful. She went.
Yeah.
And she didn't ruin my relationship, or you know what I mean? Thank God.
He stuck around.
Virginia. Hell yeah, Virginia.
These men will leave for anything. And I just did not want that to happen.
Do you feel like, have you walked into places or been places where you're like, ooh, I'm getting a weird vibe or like a negative? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's what I was telling you the next time you're in Montreal, to go to St. Joseph's Oratory.
Yes.
That place gives you kind of like a weird, creepy feeling. I was telling Betsy, it's like in the middle of Montreal on a hill. And they had like Father Andre was like famous for healing people.
Yes.
So people would come on crutches, and like there's a room filled with crutches of like all the people that he healed. And then we're like, I don't need these anymore. And like that has like kind of a cool, nice, spooky feeling
Cool.
that I like.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, you walk into places and you're like, something is off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like, yeah, hospitals
Yes.
or like old people's homes. Sometimes you're like,
Yeah. Something's
people are
around.
trapped here and they got to get out.
They
Yeah.
gotta get out.
That makes me think, like, when your parents, like, was Victoria the only person who passed in their home?
Virginia?
Virginia,
Only-
sorry.
She was the only one who passed in my parents' home.
That's
So,
good. So
yeah.
and they never, like, were like, well, we saw the angel of death coming and hanging out then.
No, never.
Good.
They like their house seemed so unhaunted and so like just lovely and like
Well, it was in Hawaii, so it was the best.
exactly. But like no, that's why it's like I do believe in ghosts, but like I haven't had like a real, and like I also feel like now I'm challenging them to prove me otherwise.
Game on now.
Great, thank you
Game
guys.
on. Once you say it on a pod, it's game on.
Holly Prazoff part 2. Great.
You're just like shaking and crying.
Why did I do their podcast? But like I like want to believe in all of like the beautiful butterflies of all of it.
Yeah.
And I haven't been shown otherwise.
Yeah.
Even though you have some friends that are very, very much in touch with that side. Like, I feel like Anessa, Yamara,
Oh yes.
like, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like I find like it's always interesting, like I attract those people into my life and I'm always just kind of like, guys, really? And like they still want me around and they understand why I'm like that. But like I am like, because I was that way to my parents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That I'm like, guys, really? Was this what we think? This dental
what
floss
we're
lady is
doing?
the thing?
I really think she kind of like you had to be okay with that, so you really put a lot out of your mind just to be like, you know what, it's not real. She's just here, and it's fine, and no one needs to worry at
Right.
all.
I think you're right. Like, so that's the thing. I don't know, like, what is my own beliefs or what is my brain just being like, just go with it, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like,
Just go to sleep. Go to sleep.
exactly. I feel like that's maybe my whole childhood was like, okay, that's weird, but go to sleep.
Oh yeah.
But
There's only 199 people around. Just go night night.
Just go to sleep.
and like, I guess like my mom was always like, aren't you so thankful that you just like, we gave you so many cool opportunities and interesting things when you were a child? And I'm kind of like, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess. But it would have been nice to like go on a family vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like I want let's go see some weird stuff in Canada.
You're like,
Like,
stumps are cool to sit on, but it can't be every summer.
Yeah,
well, and
I
also
can't-
my ability to relate to other children was very hard.
Oh,
Like when it's like,
Yeah.
what did you do on your summer vacation? I'm like, we went to Lilydale, a psychic village. like,
of course.
like I was labeled weird, like off
Yeah.
the bat, and they weren't wrong.
Especially like I feel now, but granted, now I'm thinking of only probably LA kids. Like now it would be a little bit more like, whoa, interesting. But I feel like even 10 years ago, it'd be like, what? You did what?
Even just people like other kids would come over to my house, and like my parents had tons of pictures of their guru around the house, and people would be like, who is that man? And I'd be
Yes.
like, well, it's a woman. And first of all, it's a woman. And second of all, like, it's my parents' guru. But like, how do you even explain that?
Yeah.
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 It's like,
Fascinating.
Wild. Oh, that's so insane. That's so wild.
like, I remember I was early, like, dating a guy, and like, he came over to my house, and my parents had 12 friends in the living room, and they were chanting in the living room. And I was like, anyway, like, like it just,
That's so funny.
it is now. And like, I remember like when I was younger, like, kids would go home and tell their parents about like the pictures of the guru, and like their parents would be like, you're not allowed to go back to that house.
I could see how that would be a
yeah.
bit concerning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it. It's like, it was different. It was very different.
Now,
Yeah.
if you weren't currently living in Los Angeles, but like moved somewhere else, and Sally were to go to people's houses and be like, my mom and dad met doing improv comedy, and they all wore the same sweatshirt, and
Del Close is all over our house.
Yep, just pictures of Del clothes. Like, that's the thing. It's all a cult.
It's all
all
a
a
cult.
cult.
It's all a cult.
So, you know, that I think we're all more open-minded to it.
yeah, I mean,
You know, like, I like when I worked at that fashion company, imagine it was just all like wispy women wearing the same dress.
Yes.
Like, I would walk into work and they would all be in this exact same dress because it was the dresses they sold.
oh yeah,
And I was
yes.
like, okay, this is a cult. Like, everything.
It's all a
everything.
cult.
Everything's cult.
Now, just out of curiosity, maybe this isn't your area of expertise, but does Canada have any unique cryptids? I mean, we know Godzilla's in Japan, in the
Yes.
Pacific Rim. Uh,
So we're dealing here with Ogopogo.
what the heck is that?
Ogopogo is Canada's Loch Ness monster.
Oh,
Yes.
Pogo. I'm
Whoa.
gonna Google Ogopogo
Yes.
right now.
Google, it's in the Okanagan. My grandmother had a house in Peachland, which is in the Okanagan, and it's beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, they have Ogopogo.
Ogo.
Are you s-
Pogo.
It's a great name.
Oh,
It's
and it's
such a great name.
okay. So it is
You're like, nothing comes
Oh,
up.
yeah,
It seems
it
like you
really
made that
is
up in your head.
okay.
Lake
Oh wait.
monster.
There's a song and it goes, his mother was an earwig, his father was a whale, a little bit of head and a hardly any tail. And Ogopogo was his name. I don't know if that's how it should be sung, but that's
Like-
so
We know Canada was like, we need something.
Got it. I mean, you got
I-
Bigfoot too.
An
I guess
earwig
so.
and a whale, though? How did they even?
I don't even know of the
Ew.
song, but yeah, Ogopogo is like, that's to me the most Canadian sort of
Wow.
monster that we
I'm looking at
have.
Okay, so
pictures
I'm
and
I'm
stuff.
looking at the history. According to Ben Radford, the Ogopogo is closely tied to native myths or more closely tied to native myths than other lake monsters, and it is an evil supernatural entity with great power and ill intent. It's a
Ooh.
water demon or water god.
Wow. Because with a
Whoa.
name like Ogopogo, you think, oh, he's cute. He's going to
He's
be
Yeah,
with
like
cute,
he's
he's
gonna
kids.
be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
fun. You're gonna give us a
Well, and
ride
they would
across the lake.
sell like little Ogopogos. Like if you're going through the Okanagan, like they were so
Yes.
cute. Like you were like, ooh.
So
But
apparently in the lore, they demanded a live sacrifice for crossing the lake. And they would sacrifice, the First Nations people would sacrifice small animals before entering the water. And then, and if, I guess if you if he rejected, if the sacrifice was rejected, then upon entering the lake, the it would like whip its tail to the surface and I guess get him. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, Ogo
yeah,
Pogo.
dude, Canada, it's got stuff. You know what I mean?
Canada, it's
Canada,
got
it's
stuff.
got stuff. That's the new tourism slogan.
Yeah.
Like, it is funny because I have told Sally about Ogopogo because we have like a book
Yes.
about Canada, and I'm like, Ogopogo. But it's like, every time I say something, I feel like my husband's like, you've made that up. Like, is that a real
Yeah,
thing, or
no
is that
way.
just you? So it's also hard to know.
Ogo
Have I made it up? But no,
Pogo.
okay. I'm glad when you Googled it, something came up.
Yeah, yeah.
Wikipedia said you were the author and editor of it, but
Oh yes, of course, yes.
oh
Yeah, and
wow.
also you should visit my website ogopogo.com.
It's $5 to enter the domain, but
Yeah, there's not much there, but it doesn't
Ogo
matter.
Pogo.
Ogopogo.
Ogo
Um,
Pogo.
do you have a little time to listen to a listener story with
Oh,
us?
okay, yeah, yeah.
All
Yes,
right,
yes.
buckle up.
Wow, okay.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I've recorded a few other stories now that I've sent in. And you guys are always kind enough to let me pitch my tarot reading thing. Anyway, I'll stop bothering you about that. So this story took place when I was a new teacher, and I have almost always taught children who are emotionally and behaviorally disturbed, but I was actually still in my teaching program, so I kind of had to take like the shittiest job possible. This job was at an alternative school for kids whose behavior was so extreme they couldn't manage them even in like the alternative behavioral programs at the school. So, and I'm tiny. I'm like 5'2", and I was told I'd be working with elementary, but I walk into this dysfunctional, horrible school, and they're like, oh, by the way, we're actually going to have you with middle schoolers. And so I walk into the classroom, and one of the students I kind of recognize, and I realized that I had actually been his teacher when I was a teacher's aide, like many years before when he was in kindergarten. And this kid, he had a rough life. So it was definitely somebody who stuck with me. And I have to say, he's probably one of the most fascinating people I have ever met. Just like, probably a lot of like serial killer tendencies, I want to say. And you kind of understand it because he had a horrible life, and also like he's actively trying to overcome it, and very much like wants to care about people and be cared about. Anyway, wow, what a fascinating person, and also possibly a haunted person. So my first day, I'm just trying to establish like a rapport. I'm trying to get to know the kids. I brought in all of my teaching supplies, and I bring out some games, and we're playing, and he's like, I want to play with the dominoes. I had brought dominoes in as a learning tool. And I was like, oh, hey, actually, we'll use those later in the year. They're a learning tool. They're going to stay on the shelf, but here's some other options. And he's like, I want to play the dominoes. He's like serious about it. But also I'm like, okay, I know what's going on here. I need to establish boundaries. He needs to know, like, I'm kind, but he's also not going to be the boss here. So, I just kind of acknowledge him but say, the dominoes are staying on the shelf and we play our Uno game or whatever. The dominoes then fly off the shelf and this kid starts laughing like hysterically scary horror movie laugh. And he's like, that was my friend. My friend always helps me out. And I'm like, okay, well, tell your friend to calm down. I put the dominoes back on the shelf and they once again fly off. And he's laughing. And this happens 2 more times before I got smart and left them on the floor. He later basically said his friend was a demon. Ugh. But I'm like, okay, I guess I know how to deal with demons. So I bought some holy water, and every morning I would spritz the perimeter of my classroom with holy water. And let me tell you, these kids made some positive progress. And I remember a few days after that, this kid was like, oh, my friend's gonna do something. And I was like, your friend's not here. I was like, look around, your friend's not here. And he's like, oh, you're right. And I was like, yeah, your friend's not allowed in this classroom. And he agreed. He's like, yeah, my friend's not here. And we never had any more issues of that nature ever again. So anyway, holy water teachers, it helps.
Whoa.
Oh my God, dude.
I think possessed children and demons are among some of the scariest things.
Yes.
Especially
Yes.
if you're even before the whole demon thing, you're like, well, the kid had some serial killer kind of tendencies.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
I mean, that's like, that story makes you believe.
Especially because it's not
Yeah.
like she heard the story about it. She was seeing it while it was happening.
Yeah. The negative
Well-
and the positive of it all.
I guess I won't become a teacher, guys. I was so close to applying
You
tomorrow.
were so close. You're like, if I hear one more spooky story, though, I'm out. I'm out.
Like, there is something creepy about kids. And I feel like, Marcy, somebody was recently asking me, does my kid say creepy stuff?
I did.
Oh, you did? And she doesn't, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Yeah.
know if I could deal with that. I mean, like, she's stubborn, but like, and wants to do her own thing all the time, which, yes, but please, no spooky stuff.
Yeah.
Don't be spooky.
Yeah, because we were talking about like unsolved mysteries where the kid like knows all these World War II references.
Oh,
and
that's
he's like 3
right.
years old and he's like, I'm a general or whatever. It's like, whoa.
Well, my parents did go to a psychic when I was a child, and it said that psychic told them that I was starved to death in the Austrian army in World War I or World War II.
What?
Is that why you have Crohn's?
It's either that or the aliens.
Well, that like, is that like the working theory that like that like you, like it's an ongoing like multi-life sort of like
I mean,
digestion thing? I don't
well,
know.
that I know. Yeah, I mean, it could be, but do we believe? I don't know. My parents did like a past life workshop once where they were told like that they were both like in basically like a home together as like adults who couldn't communicate, and that like they were together and that like they were the only people who could understand each other because they were both like nonverbal.
Whoa.
But like, I don't know. I feel like that person, my parents are like, I feel like they're like, well, we got to stay together now. And it's like, I don't know. Do you?
One of your parents slipped the person a like $20 bill or something.
Yeah, to be like, and you guys
We
were
were
never
together in the
apart.
past life. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Honestly, cannot afford a divorce. We gotta stay together.
Like, I believe that we all see what we want to see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, like I'm married. I like my husband. Do I need to have been like somewhere with him before in another life? Like, I don't know.
No.
Right?
No.
You want a variety of
I live
husbands
in the present.
Yes.
I live in the present, and that's, you know what I mean? That's my advice to everybody. Let's live
Here now.
now. Yeah, let's live
in the
today,
now,
guys.
Dude. Let's live in the now.
Yeah,
all
we're
we
not doing
got.
that.
All we got.
Man, let's not have any demons inside the kids. Come on.
No, I appreciate the story. I don't know. I would leave immediately and never come back.
I as soon as the things fly off and the kid's like, my friend did that, I'd be like, I quit.
Yeah.
I'm leaving you all. I don't know what to tell you. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I feel like this is not what I was prepared for teaching wise.
No, I definitely feel like it's so smart to be like, your friend's not here anymore. Like, oh shit, he's not.
That's a very smart move.
Yeah.
To be like, I am accepting what you're saying, and I'm telling you, like I'm listening to you, but also I'm putting my foot down. That's some good teacher stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what they teach you in teacher school.
yeah.
But I wonder if they do have a section on demons, and if not, they should consider it.
They really should.
I bet like, especially for, I guess, like if you're working with kids with behavior issues or something that like, it probably, at least other teachers are like, just in case this comes up.
Just in case you get a demon. Here's my thing. Demons stay, demons learn. You know what I mean? Like
demon
Captain, my
graduates.
captain.
yeah, man. Demons deserve life too.
Yeah. Demon
So-
gets a recess.
Yeah, you know what? I'm opening a school for demons. And that's that.
It's like How to Train Your Dragons, but it's a demon school.
Anyways, I'm going to pitch it. We'll see you guys.
Honestly,
Yeah, honestly, I think it would sell.
when this show is done, Holly, I'd like to jump to yours.
No problem. Demon school, you got it.
Great.
Demon school.
Great.
And it's the
school.
tagline is demon stay, demon learn.
Demon stay, demon learn.
Oh
I
my
would
god.
watch it. I would absolutely
Well,
watch
thank
that.
you. I appreciate it.
Honestly, it is a really good idea, and I think Netflix would buy it.
Feels like they would.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to share with us?
I mean, haven't I shared enough?
I feel like we really
you nailed it. This was fascinating.
We
Holly.
excavated a
It
lot.
went from me
can't-
being like, I don't think I have any ghost stories. I have literally nothing to talk about.
And then you're like, I lived in a cult, I guess. I don't know.
I was once a starving Austrian soldier.
Yeah, I once saw a psychic surgeon. Anyways, if
A
you guys
little
want,
weird.
if you want the number of the lady who watches you sleep, let me know.
Yes.
Well, I'll put it in the show notes. We'll just have everyone call her. And just say, why you do that?
Hey, why you doing that? Why you doing that?
Cut it out also.
So I guess we'll link to your socials so that
Okay,
people can
great.
be on the lookout for screen timers.
Yeah, where we don't talk
Yes.
about demons at all.
No,
I guess
hopefully
we talk
not.
about the demon that is an iPad for a child. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah,
true.
dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I like that.
Well, Holly, thank you so much for
thank you.
joining
This was
us.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you,
You're
guys.
best.
I'm
This
gonna go
ruled.
back to work for your husband now.
Okay, good luck. He's a mean boss. Yeah, and thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, this is fun.
It was great. This is so good. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a headgum podcast.